What's up, gamers? It's your boy, JKon. Welcome to another episode of Top 5. We are continuing my series on my top 5 players in every role heading into VCT Champions 2023. Today's video will be ranking the top controller players. Before we get to the top 5, we'll start with a few honorable mentions that just missed the cut. Let me know if you think someone else deserves a top 5 slot over somebody that I picked. Starting out with our honorable mentions for this category, we have Melzer of Crew Esports. Melzer really turned it around during NALCQ, so this might be a little bit of recency bias, but he played insane. He played much better during the LCQ run than he did during the regular season, and he has picked up the in-game leader role for his team. He was pivotal in the team making a run, especially with taking the victory over his team that replaced him in Leviathan. He will have to put up comparable numbers in the upcoming games for Crew to go on a run and escape their group. The other honorable mention that I have is Boaster of Fnatic. Boasty Boy is one of the greatest personalities and in-game leaders that Valorant is blessed to have. Unfortunately, he doesn't put up the same numbers or have as many flashy plays as the other controller players on this list, but he is extremely pivotal for his team's success. Not only is he the IGL, he is very creative with his utility usage and his ability to support his team. Fnatic's plans aren't complex, but they execute extremely well, and that's thanks a lot to Boaster. He definitely deserves a shout out for sure. Now, let's start out with number 5 on my list. I have Sugar Zero of Zeta Division. Sugar Zero, sometimes called Sugar Hero, because he has the ability to clutch and save the game when his team needs him most. He is one of the best controller players in the world. He has been consistently good for Zeta throughout the year, and even when they were struggling during the regular season. He did pick up the IGL mantle for a bit, but has returned to just being a regular superstar controller player. He was definitely pivotal in Zeta's LCQ run, having many clutch plays as well as just consistently providing impact for his team. I hope he can keep up his consistent play in order for Zeta to succeed. Moving on to number 4, I have Hao Dong of EDG. This might be a controversial pick, but my boy Hao Dong is a beast. I think he is super underrated. Not only is he very clutch when his team needs him to be, he also is able to play every smoke agent at a very good level while being the main IGL for his team. Hao Dong puts up numbers, but he is overshadowed by his more flashy teammates. He is the foundation that they rely on to keep them stable so that the stars can shine brighter. Number 3 on my list, I have Mindfreak of Paper Rex. Mindfreak has continued to play a super consistent role in his team and has elevated his play since last year. During 2022, you could have argued that he was the weakest link on that Paper Rex team. However, he has dramatically improved and not only has become the rock for the team, he has consistent performances that allows W Gaming to keep going. Mindfreak doesn't always put up the biggest numbers, but he always has impact and will need to keep it that way if his team wants to take home the trophy. Going to number 2 on my list, I have Som of NRG. Som's growth as a player has been incredible to see. He's not new to the controller role, as he did play it for a bit on NRG when they still had tech signed. However, his growth has been tremendous to becoming a world-class player. Working with Chet and Finesse has definitely helped mold him into a superstar. He can play every controller agent at a high level, was one of the first adopters of Harbor, and played him extremely well. If Som can continue to put up the performances that he's shown in the past, NRG will go far in this tournament. He had a rough exit at Tokyo, but I think with that loss in his rearview window, he will push to newer heights and possibly claim the title as the best controller player in the world. And finally, at my number 1 spot on this list, I have Mako of DRX. Despite DRX becoming a bit stale and not having too many improvements, one bright spot for them has been Mako, as he continues to put up consistent numbers and being a reliable foundation for his team. Unfortunately, the team is crumbling a bit around him. However, I hope going into this tournament, they will decide a direction that they want to continue in and allow Mako to get back to his superstar form. It could definitely be argued that he is not the number 1 controller player going into this tournament, but I think with his legacy and his past year performances, he still gives me confidence that the smoke hierarchy runs through him. And that's my top 5 list. There are probably names that I missed, so please let me know down below in the comment section who you think are the top 5 controller players or dark horses that I may not have included. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay hydrated. Peace.